Hey everyone, light487 here again. Today I'm just going to do basically a quick overview of what I use as my own preference for personal vaping units. Lately I've been using my Riva with a Low Resistance 306 or 306 Atomiser. So that's the Riva. I've got a 5-volt box mod. A box mod is just basically 2 batteries that are in here with the wiring and stuff in there. That basically the combined total of the 2 batteries is 7.4 volts, but the circuitry in here brings it down to 5 volts. Okay, and that's a standard genuine Joyetech 510 atomizer, so a standard resistance 510 atomizer. Okay, so those are my 2 main vaping or personal vaping devices. Okay, I do have other devices that I've had over the last 16 months or so, but these now are my main go-to devices throughout every day. The 306 on a Riva battery is a different experience than a 306 on an Ego battery. They do look the same, they're roughly the same size this way and this way, and they almost look identical. When you take the cone off, even this part looks very close to an Ego battery. But I find, for me personally, that the Riva puts out a little bit more extra power than the Ego does. I have heard that the higher, the bigger batteries, you know, the Ego Mega battery, is said to put out more voltage or more power, but I'm after something small for this type thing. So I'll just have a vape here. This is the 306 Low Resistance Atomiser on Riva. Now you might be thinking that's a lot of vapor. I just realised that there's hardly any juice on this, so it was quite dry. So it's still a lot of vapor for even when it's low juice. I'm just going to have another go with some fresh juice on there. Again, clouds and clouds of vapor. Really love this thing. With the 306, I'm getting a huge amount of flavour and vapor and a decent throat hit. So as you can see, it's not just the volume of vapor, but the density of the vapor. Very good combination of battery and atomizer together. The 5-volt box mod with the standard genuine Joyetech. That's a genuine Joyetech 306 as well on the other device. But this is a genuine Joyetech 510 Standard Resistance Atomiser at 5 volts. Again, lots of vapor, and again, I've forgotten to put some more juice on there. Let's put some on here now. So as you can see, it's actually roughly the same amount of vapor that I'm getting off the 306. Okay, so this is 3.7 volts with a low resistance 306 atomizer. This is 5 volts with a standard resistance 510 atomizer, and I'm getting roughly the same amount of actual vapor and vapor density. And the 306 has a little bit more flavor density. But with the 510, I notice I'm getting a little bit more throat hit. Okay. Another thing that I've had since the very beginning is a Joy 510 battery. Okay. When I first bought them, I bought 5 batteries with a special charger which charges 5 of the batteries together. There's it there. By comparison, it's quite small, quite tiny compared to the Riva. Very, very small. The problem with this one is it only lasts 40 minutes or so, maybe 50, before it needs to be recharged. But other than that, I've just put on, this is a Cartomiser, okay. It's a genuine Joyetech 510 Cartomiser, okay. As you can see, lots and lots of vapor. Maybe not as much as the other two, but still lots and lots of vapor. Great flavor. That's the other good thing about it. It's great flavor. This is 3.7 volts. And the other thing I like about this, I've just started to use it again because the form factor. Okay. Here's the Riva. While it's still quite small, there's my finger, you can see it. Even it's thinner than my finger. Okay, it's probably more like my ring finger sort of size, even slightly smaller than that. This is even smaller than that. So there's my little finger. It's even smaller than my little finger. So despite the fact that it only lasts 40 minutes or so before it needs to be recharged, every other aspect of this battery is great. And when you couple it with a genuine Joyetech 510 Cartomiser, it actually looks really nice, like it was designed specifically for that. You know, you can see, you know, it just the same. Yeah, it's just beautiful almost. Great. So I'll just show you with crackling there. It's hard to hear it, I guess. But that's just a little tiny tote there. So they're the three. You've got your 5 volt, 3.7 volt Riva. This thing will last me a day of vaping, this Riva. And then the little tiny 510 battery, which will only last just under an hour, so as I say, 40, 50 minutes, that kind of thing. But the form factor is just amazing. You know, together, side by side, they're roughly the same length, but the width, very small, very small. So that's where I am at. I still enjoy my cigarettes, my e-cigarettes, I should say, not my cigarettes. And this is my first proper purchase, and it's still working to this day. And with the new, I guess the new technology type cartomisers and atomizers, it's great, you know. I can even probably put, just for demonstration purposes, although I probably won't do this myself, I can even put the 306 onto the 510 battery. Which admittedly doesn't look as nice. And get the same results. However, they do recommend that you don't use low resistance atomizers on these little tiny batteries, because they really suck up the power from the battery a lot more, and that can damage the charging, damage the battery in the sense that it won't charge to full capacity anymore. But as I say, if you've got the genuine Joyetech 510 cartomisers, you don't need to have the low resistance atomizer on there. Because you're getting great flavour and vapor anyway. Anyway, that's it for me today. I just wanted to sort of go over where I'm at with vaping, what kind of devices I personally use on a daily basis. So it's mainly those two that I showed you first, and now I'm starting to get back more into the 510 battery as well. Now that we've got these great new cartomizers available, doing that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.